What is good, guys? Welcome back to the NNESAGA channel, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for all the latest and exclusive content. It is your girl Steph, and I am here with an amazing talent who is Abu Salim, and he plays father in Raised by Wolves. Season 2 is currently out now, and we're going to be chopping it up, playing It Takes Two, finding out more about Raised by Wolves, his character, how they developed it in Season 2, Silver Rain Games, and many more. So be sure to stay tuned. Oh, it just jumps us straight into the game. Okay, yeah. So what are we supposed to be doing here? I don't think I've done this level, so... Okay. Have you done this level before? No, I haven't. Okay, okay, we're pretty much... Where are you at? You're up there. Where are you? What's interact again? Oh my days. You had to make the sacrifice so we knew what we were doing. Yeah, okay, right. Oh, you know what? I think I need your help. Okay. So I need you to where are you? I can see you. Oh, you fell again. No. I can see you. Okay, so I need to use my nail probably. Yes. But it's where I need to use it. So maybe I just have to die. Wait, why are you dying? Then I can go back up in that bit. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. That's why. Brilliant. Okay. So great. So hit the so aim for the switch there. Nice. Right. Let's go. Teamwork makes the dream work. Wait, I'm scared that if let's do that. Makes sense. So I think it's this one next. This one, okay. Here we go. Oh no, you know what, actually. So summon that back, and then I think you need to summon the other one back as well. Okay. And then you've got to use them both. Oh God! Okay, wait. It's okay, I can see why we divorced. So, yep. And then I think it's got the wall jump function, right? So don't summon that one, summon the next one, the one next to it. This one? Yeah. And then... Right. Wait. Okay. Yeah, go back. All right, cool. Tell me when you're ready. Okay, so where do I need to summon this one back. No! Ah! Okay, so we know what we need to do. So I need to... Doing? Sort of. Next one? Great. So bring that one back. Okay. Okay. And then summon that one? No. Do you know what keeps happening? do you know what keeps happening? Every time I try to collect one back, one of them goes. Okay. So let's say I do this one. I'll try and collect that one. There we go. Okay, I have 2 left now. So the first one? Yep. Now second one. Hey! Let's go! And then crap. See, there we go. Yeah. I think you have to... Oh, I'm sliding now, so you're gonna have to summon that wall. So you're gonna have to do it quicker. Okay. Now. There we go. And then now summon it back. There we go. Let's go! Okay. So now I need to get this one back? Yep. Okay. Summon that wall up. This one here? So I'd summon that wall because I need to use that wall to jump on top of that one in there. So that one there, yeah? You got this. You got this. I believe in you. And then you got to summon. No! So between season 1 and 2, which season would you say required more from you playing as father? Oh, I would say season 2, because in season 1 there was more of an actual aim as father in regards to actually being there was a clearer objective, right? I had to raise the children, and bringing them to safety. Whereas in season 2, because that mission had already been reached in a way, because we're growing them in an atheist, or raising them in an atheist colony. Yeah, there was a sense of independence that father was trying to discover in season 2 for himself. And like as an actor anyway, it felt like, okay, what's if my mobile phone had like its own head or sort of mind, what would it want to do? Right. So it's kind of discovering what you'd want. Yeah, exactly. It's different as a human being because you kind of find things, right? Whereas when you're so used to doing things and being told something and given an objective by something externally, it's then being able to figure that out as to what it is that you need to
as a, you know, like, okay, where's my voice in this?
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's the plan. That was that. I'd say season 2 definitely was one of them.
Was that something exciting to explore now, because you're now exploring and finding yourself, because you don't have no clear-cut mission anymore?
Yeah,
so
I think Aaron, definitely the writer of the show, definitely tried, like, you know, he gave the freedom of that, right? But it was very much. It was a thing. It was a thing that he definitely. Look at us do this now, right?
Multitasking.
Great.
I'm so invoked with your, like, what you're telling me. I'm thinking, yeah, it's inspiring.
But like, yeah, he definitely gave us a space to really sort of explore that and really have fun with that, really, as a whole, which was great fun. But
really interesting.
As an actor, anyway, it was a lot more interesting to play. You know. So.
That's really, really good. I really do like when, I guess, the characters themselves now go on to finding their own purpose. Yeah. So I've collected 2.
So you got that one and then the one above me.
Okay, so maybe if I do this one first?
Yeah, go for it. And then hit me with the wall.
This one here?
Yep. Oh, wait, hold on.
It's all right. Let's go. Okay, nice. So I can collect this one.
Yep.
And this one here.
And then you should be able to just summon them one by one. So do that one first. And then the other one.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're doing this.
Nice.
Yes, let's go.
Boom.
Okay, so let me collect these. They better not tell me to come and do this myself as well, you know? I've already suffered. Alright, sweet.
Okay, and then I'm gonna break these glasses.
Okay, and then there we go. All right, so next question. In season 2, where does father pick up without giving away too much for the fans? Because I know some fans love to wait for episodes to pile up before they watch it. Sometimes I'm like that as well. But where does father pick up without giving away too much?
Well, I mean, like, we end season 1 with them on a you know, landing in the other side, in the other side of the world, right? So it's in the tropical zone. So that's kind of where they're at now. And then and so again, as I said, like, it's one of the things which I found really interesting about season 2 is we don't know what father's got to do next. You know, what his actual
purpose,
no objective. So he has to find his own objective, and he finds a very good objective, and it's a really interesting one, which ends up, you know, having massive ripple effects across the actual season as a whole. So yeah, I think without giving too much away, there is definitely a purpose that he creates for himself that then becomes just almost like what he thought was going to be a personal project ends up becoming everyone else's project. You see what I mean? Which is typical drama storytelling.
That's very true.
So, yeah.
That's actually very true. And I hope the fans watching will know that there's a lot going on, you know.
Oh, 100%.
Science fiction, the concept of religion, and weaponizing people's belief in humanity are some common themes in Raised by Wolves. What has been some of your favorite themes to explore throughout season 1 and in particular 2?
I think a big theme that I really am enjoying is these, or, you know, sort of enjoying debating and playing with the other cast, as well as also with the creators of the actual show, is parenthood and the idea of, like, what it means to be a good parent, especially with the fact that, you know, you've got 2 androids who basically have Google in their head, and they have, you know, they could literally just Google, like, you know, what it means to be a good parent, and still they have no idea what they're doing.
Exactly.
And I think, again, what it means to also be an individual and humanity, and I think, you know, growing in that space, I think there are so many, even though there are so many big themes that are being explored in this show, I think what really makes it special is the fact that the themes that actually get a lot of attention are the really personal sort of human ones. The ones that are like, yeah, what does it mean to be an individual and have, you know, a feeling of independence, you know, feeling like you are, you know, sort of useful in regards to a family unit. I think that's the one thing that, again, father was dealing with a lot during season 1 and to a degree season 2, of feeling like almost discovering what does it mean to be the man of the house.
Yeah.
But is there such a thing? Do you know what I mean? Like, does that even exist?
Especially in our society now.
Do you know,
as well.
exactly?
Yeah.
So it was something that was, again, there's a line in season 1 where it's like, where he just says to the mother, like, I just want to feel useful.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's fascinating because it's like, but you're doing so much. You're an android. Like, of course you're doing, you're doing a lot, but he still doesn't feel fulfilled, right? Which is quite a masculine thing, right? And it's almost like, oh wow, but you're an android. You're not even
supposed to feel.
You're not really supposed to. So exploring that was really exciting to do, especially within both seasons as well, and especially in season 2, especially when it comes to now having that independence. Like, where does he fit in? Where does he exist?
Yeah. That's actually very, very. I love the fact of parenthood, like you said, because roles are normally reversed now, especially the society we live in.
Oh, triangle. Okay.
Right. So, please don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, great.
Oh, the monster. What?
Oh, this is great.
Do you think you'll be able to survive something like this?
Absolutely not. Like, this is absolutely not. I've played enough games to know I will not survive this. I've died enough times to know that I will not survive.
It's like a cup of tea.
Do you know what I mean? Jeez, where am I?
I've died already. Oh no.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh crap! I've been looking at the guy. Sorry, I'm over here. Oh, you got.
That's not gonna work.
Well, yeah, what are you doing?
I don't.
Run with
Okay,
it.
I've died.
Oh, right, okay.
And I've been stabbed. Apparently.
I've got to, oh wait.
It's fine. Okay, so we
over here, this way.
Okay.
Oh jeez. Oh,
no, that wasn't working out.
You were.
That was not
you were keen. I genuinely turned around to that and I was like, nope.
I saw you. Where are you? Oh, you're
over here.
Okay, so.
Okay, this way.
No, I'm gonna have to wait. Let's go. Okay, I'll join you later. Okay. Okay. Ow! Okay.
Yo.
Oh my god, oh my god.
God, what do we go from here?
Do we have to turn some?
Maybe I have to hit this.
Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. All right.
Go for it. Oh god.
Okay. Oh no, I can come. No, I can't.
And now you gotta.
Do I just?
You know what I'll do? I'm gonna just try and wing it. Let's try and. Oh no, wait. I think.
What do I?
You have to use your.
Oh, to like.
To stop it.
Okay, so.
So let me just.
I have to come back then.
Come back to. No. You're fine. You can do it from there. I think.
Okay.
If I can just hold on. Let me just get out of this pin.
They're really stabbing us.
They really are. Okay.
Okay, so.
So throw it onto the actual.
This one or the one?
On there.
Okay. No, it's not gonna work unless I do it on your one.
Really?
I think so. Maybe I have to come back. You've done it. You've done it. Let's go!
Okay.
We were not supposed to do that,
No,
but
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. Oftentimes, actors that step into their roles grow more closer and relate to their characters. Do you and Father have similar traits that you probably picked up in season 1 and 2?
I think, yeah.
Opposing opinions.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I think actually, yeah. I think I've learned a lot from playing the role, and I think I've gained like a lot of insight in regards to just being patient and being observant rather than necessarily acting straight away. Yeah. If that makes any sense. I think Father's quite a patient character who sort of waits before, he thinks about it before taking action, whereas Mother is quite impulsive, right? So yeah, I think there's definitely something that I've taken from that. However, there is definitely an assertiveness that I feel that lacks in Father in regards to making sure that either the kids are safe or taking action as a whole, which I feel like as me as Abu, I think that's something that I do enjoy doing, which is actually making sure that I'm sort of in the driving seat of things.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas Father prefers to either wait or just let things
happen and stuff like that. Don't most kids want their fathers to be like that? I wouldn't mind growing up, but
yeah, I think so. But I think it's like it's a mix, right? I think you've got to be you've got to be both assertive as well as understanding and listening.
Very true.
And I think that as a
okay, don't wait.
I didn't make that at all. I'm so sorry. You can do that though.
I think
you can jump it. I'm not wait.
No.
There we go. I do think that it is definitely a thing that, okay, so if you jump and dash, you'll be able to do it.
Perfect.
But I do think it's a thing that I think, again, it's about it's about being understanding and being sort of finding the sort of the middle ground between being assertive, but also as well as being someone who actually you're really good at this. Being assertive, but also being a party member who also listens to the other, to people as well.
So more so like compromise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's another one that you got to hit down here, but I can't do that. So you've got to find a way of almost double jumping and then dashing. You're not dashing. Are you dashing?
Yeah, I'm dashing. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Hold on, I'm gonna try and.
Dad has a little bit of weight on him, so I don't know if it's because of that. I don't know. Okay.
All right, come with me. Let's try and do this together.
Okay.
So.
Wait, when the nails go. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. So you gotta double jump, dash.
Double jump, yeah.
It's okay.
I did the doubles there.
You did the
dash. Okay. Right.
Whoa.
Where?
Oh wow, okay.
Did they just completely skip this?
Yeah, they literally, they were like, these guys are taking way too long to get here.
They're not serious.
Let's just help them out.
Okay.
Cheers, Joseph.
Oh my gosh. But how is it? I mean, obviously we'll get into your studio. I don't know how I did that.
That was very well done.
Thank you. We'll get into your studio in a moment, but how is it kind of balancing the life of an actor and the life of a gamer, essentially?
Oh man, I mean, it's definitely got its challenges. I'm definitely finding the beauty of it is that whenever I get bored of one thing, I can jump into the other, right? So if I get bored of acting, I just go straight to the game studio. If I get, if the studio's driving me nuts, I'll head back into acting. So there's always this kind of like, being able to jump between them both. Of course, and giving the right attention to everything as well. But like, it's definitely a thing that I've really tried to find the balance between.
Both, yeah. Because they're very demanding in a sense, especially having your own studio.
Oh, 100%, 100%. There you go. You're up there.
Never mind.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think we both got it. So if I hit it up, you then throw the pin on that circle. You see that circle?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's definitely like a. It's definitely a. Oh, sorry.
Right.
Or maybe you're the one who goes up here and then you throw it up here. I think that's it, right? So you go up here and then you got to get ready.
Oh, okay. Let me get that pin. Struggling on one life. Okay, ready?
Oh,
that's it. That's it then.
They don't make it easy with these raining pins, man.
I don't think there's even some default settings on like difficulty level as well. Okay, never mind. I thought these pins will stop.
What a great concept.
Do you know?
What a great game to. Oh, now I can't even hit it up because you just.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No, it's fine. Boom. Now. Yes! Nice one.
So.
Now I've got to jump on it now from here, right?
Okay.
This is what a great idea.
How do you do it? And when it comes to me, I can't do it. I can't do it, man.
This is great. You know what I love? We're talking about some really deep stuff here with Raised by Wolves, and we're playing a game which, I don't believe that Joseph said, yeah, some people have said that they wanted to get married after playing this game. That's like the biggest lies I've ever heard, man.
It's the duality.
Do you know what?
Yeah, it's literally the duality of it, If Father was a gamer,
oh wow,
what do you think his favourite games would be?
Probably this.
You think so?
I actually think he would like
Playing
this.
with Mother?
Definitely, absolutely, because he'd be so much better than Mother, and then he'd be able to. he'd actually feel useful then. No, I think he's an online gamer. I think he's into online games.
Think so?
I think he's an online gamer.
What do you think he would dive into?
I think he's like a I think he's a World of Warcraft kind of guy.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
I can see it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
think
he would enjoy that kind of space because it's cheesy. he'd enjoy the stories and all the kind of, you know, the crazy sort of cool voices and characters. I think that's his vibe. I don't think he'd be into any of like the Final Fantasy stuff.
Think so?
No, I don't think so. I think he'd definitely be into like the Ratchet and Clanks.
Yeah. Okay, I see that now.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's kind of like a. Yeah, I think he'd kind of
like that.
I think he'd enjoy Psychonauts. You know, I think he'd be like, oh, this is very, you know, cerebrally fascinating. Yeah. You know. Rather than necessarily, whereas I think Mother would generally love Apex, or she'd be like super like into like the kind of FPS sort of like
vibe.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what, that makes
she's
sense.
Like, I want to be the best, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, because she's always been that type of character to try and go a bit beyond.
Beyond, you know, and like this is actually quite a hard.
It's very frustrating, but
nice.
Thank you. It's still very fun. Right. So, here by the.
I feel like this is going to be a boss fight.
I know. You being a gamer yourself, what were some of your earliest memories of gaming, and what were some of your favourite games growing up?
So my earliest memories were probably has to do with playing the Sega Mega Drive and the Game Boy Color as well. I remember distinctly actually being in America with my mum and dad, and then we bought this weird sort of Indiana Jones-esque game on the Game Boy, and that was a lot of fun.
What colour did you have the Game Boy?
Oh, mine was see-through. You know the see-through, the see-through ones,
Yeah.
So that was. I remember that, and playing Pokemon Red as well. That was that. Blue always scared me. I don't know why. I think it's
Pokemon Blue?
Yeah, and even though red and blue are the same ones, I think it's just a color scheme of the blue, you know. But I remember playing Sonic, and I remember playing Mario, and I remember like really sort of just loving it, you know. But the only time that I started taking story seriously and really enjoying it was probably playing Kingdom Hearts. So that was a game that, to this day, I keep saying it was like the only game that made me cry as a kid. But what's so funny is, but this is the thing. But the thing is, it's like now when I look back at it and you look at the story, you realize how confusing it is. Like what actually happened?
Yeah, for me to cry like that. Yeah.
What is actually going on? Like the weirdest story.
At all, but you know, I really love the fact that they used so many of your favourite characters and you're just crossing over.
Yeah, 100%. That was I think the really exciting bit, because I was a massive Disney fan, right? I mean, all kids are, right, to a degree. And to then see the characters in the game was really cool, you know. You just throw yourself
I
off
just
the
thought
edge.
I was gonna, you know, do what you said, double dash, and you know, clearly it didn't work. What was your favourite console at the time?
At the time,
or even till now? At the time and then till now?
At the time, it was definitely the Game Boy. I think, like for me, like the handheld sort of Game Boy kind of playing was the way forward. I was like with the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy SP, the Advance SP. Like they really got
handheld,
it. Like I didn't have a PlayStation 1 at the time. I had a Nintendo 64. That was great fun.
Yeah.
But then getting the throw the pin there. Oh, is it working?
It's
Oh yes, nice. And then you got to throw it on the arms as well.
There we go.
And I think I've got to.
Yes.
There we go. Oh crap! And now I've got to hit this thing.
Come on! Yes.
Nice. So yeah, and then I had the PlayStation 2. That was amazing. That was a very good console. I had the Xbox 360.
Yes.
And that was like the one.
Game changer.
For a while, for a very long time. And then afterwards, then came the PS4. That kind of I kind of skipped PS3. It wasn't my thing. It wasn't my vibe.
Highly recommended.
It wasn't my vibe at all. But yeah, I'd say definitely the one console that really stuck for me was the Xbox 360. And I think that was, you know, I remember queuing up to get Halo 3 when it was out.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favourite games.
That was a game that was like, oh man, like playing it especially at school with all my friends and stuff, which was really good fun. It was good.
I think it's the online concept.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think for me, it's always been like at the time when I was, you know, moving around a lot, I was young. The Game Boy, that was the one that
especially because now
sense.
with like the Nintendo Switch now, I guess that lineage of handhelds.
It really is something, isn't it? So yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow, did we beat it?
I think so. We had to do that twice then. I didn't see this bit.
What is this?
I think, no, I'm lying. Okay, so what did we have to do here?
I'm amazed that we're actually being able to successfully beat this
Multitask,
guy,
right?
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, what a brilliant, this is like one of those interviews where I'm actually having to really like think at the same time. Like,
and stimulate your mind.
Really challenging.
I think with a lot of interviews as well, from what I normally see, I love doing stuff that kind of takes the talent and the actors or actresses away from what they're not used to doing. So some of like their hobbies, so obviously being an avid gamer, but then also you own your own game studio, which brings me to my next question. You having your own studio, I remember the announcement, and I was just so happy to see a studio founded by a black person.
Yeah.
Because we don't get that representation,
no.
the diversity in the games industry, and it just allows you and allows people opportunities to really develop and to really kind of pursue their dreams, knowing that there's somebody that's founded it and really cares so much about that representation.
Yeah.
So I guess my question to you is, how important is it for you to carry that in the back of your mind, knowing that representation is integral, and what is your purpose with Silver Rain?
Yeah, I think it is important, and I think it's really it's one of the main factors as to why I actually started the studio, right? It's because I realised that the lack of representation that was in the actual gaming industry space, especially of people of in positions of leadership, to actually be able to say like, oh, this is the stories that I want to tell, this is the stories that I want to tell, or this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
So it's been something that I've really avidly sort of been like focused on, but at the same time I'm also aware that we've got to make a good game. It's that funny thing of like there's a lot of pressure because of the fact that there is the racial weight of it all as a whole, but there's also a feeling of actually like, oh no, this is the right movement forward, this is the right way going forward, because the amount of talent that we've been able to have to pull into the actual space this has been something else. I think you got to stand on this thing, and then I got to fling you up on that thing.
Oh, okay. No,
but we'll do it next time. But yeah, no, but I do genuinely feel the pressure of it all. But at the same time, I'm also really quite excited for it.
I was gonna say as well.
Yeah. So yeah, if you stand on that, there we go. Oh wow, okay. So yeah,
okay.
so I do feel so there is a genuine feeling of like, okay, this is where we're at now.
Yeah.
And I've really got to make it work. And there is also a sense of like, okay, I don't also want to be defined by that. Do you know what I mean?
And I
think like there is that challenge as well of trying to almost. But it's one of those things which you cannot sort of avoid and ignore. I don't want to like linking it actually back to Willie by.
And I was doing my best to avoid it.
That was so great. But linking it back to something like Raised by Wolves, for example, we're talking about a very kind of futuristic sort of setting, but at the same time it's which doesn't look at race as a thing. Yeah. But when the audience watch it, obviously they're bringing their own sense of personality, their own sense of self to it, and they can see the race. So for example, even with like father's relationship with Hunter, that's quite a powerful relationship between two black characters in this space, especially one of it being like a father figure in regards to and that kind of the weight that happens when it's about a black man being
especially in that stereotype in real life.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? So there are weights to it that need to necessarily be addressed and be taken into account, which I feel that they do a good job of doing. So yeah, there is a lot of pressure and social pressures that I do feel sometimes with having the studio being so diverse, first of all, but also feeling like, okay, the game that we got to make has got to be really good,
Yeah, that's very true. Listen, the gaming community, I swear to you, they're not there to play about, are they? At all.
No, they're there to really want to actually
they wanted to get, and yeah, and I get it. I guess it's the passion there, you know. But no, again, it's been incredible to see it, and even like you said, going back to Raised by Wolves, just having 2 black prominent characters in there. I mean, just watching it anyways, because again, it's your talent that's really led you to where you are. But it's just amazing to see somebody that looks like us in these like really big A-list, you know, shows. Yeah. You know, because then it inspires people who want to, you know, become actors and actresses and stuff like that. Yeah. And even from a gaming perspective, you know, one day I would love to have my own studio, and it's just seeing what you've created and what's to come is exciting, because that inspires myself and many others that want to, you know, to actually do it. Yeah. So
that's good though, and I think that's the aim, right? The aim is, like, I'm very aware that you know, the generation in front of me will always strive to be better. Yeah. And always do better.
Exactly.
I think, like, it's about almost making the pathway, opening the window in order for other people who are going to be more creative to actually be able to do
it. Exactly.
And I think that's with Silver Rain Games, you know, I'm not looking to be the next sort of Bethesda or like the next sort of big thing. Like I'm looking to make really good content, really good games, but also a space where people can do that and explore a lot. And I feel like, you know, the next person that we do have on, because we've got this incredible young sort of game designer called Tyler, and he's going places just because of the fact that he's been given the space and the opportunity to do it, and also be, you know, have people who look like him do it as well, you know. So it's I think it's so important to create those spaces anyway.
That's it. Abu, it has been an absolute pleasure to sit with you playing It Takes Two.
And beating a boss.
Yes,
can we just like take this on board right now?
Our flowers, please, because we did that while interviewing.
While chatting.
And chatting, do you know what I mean? And I honestly, it is an absolute pleasure to just be in this room with you, playing games, talking, vibing. You know, Raised by Wolves has done incredible, not only in season 1, but season 2. So if you guys have not watched it already, please check it out on HBO Max now and Sky. It is incredible, and again, I look forward to seeing more from you, and excited to see, you know, your future.